This is a public service announcement brought to you by Hindsight. Relax, rest your eyes, and listen to the words of Pastor Chuck.
Uh, Solomon has a lot to say about false witnesses, and we'll get many things tonight even in these Proverbs. But a false witness shall not be unpunished. And he that speaketh lies shall not escape. So a false witness is a man who under oath will bear a false witness. Perjures himself while under oath. Solomon says he will not go unpunished. God hates lying lips, and he that speaks lies shall not escape. There is and we need to recognize and realize this, there is a true justice that shall ultimately prevail. Now, I am prone to agree with the man who cries concerning the world around us, there ain't no justice. I see such a twisting of judgment and justice there that I am prone to almost despair of justice in the courts. The one who is able to conceive the cleverest lie is usually the one that comes out on top. But I really don't have much confidence in our judicial system, and less all the time. Because, you see, the base for morality has been removed from our society. What is the real base for honesty? Our belief in God. Our belief in God as a final judge. The belief that one day every man shall stand before God and give an account of his life, of himself. Now, the moment you take God out of the national consciousness, as has happened in the United States, and you seek to replace God with blind chance, you subscribe to that illogical idiocy that matter acting on matter over a given period of time can produce anything mechanical. Now, that is so illogical. It just doesn't make sense. I was talking with some people at lunch today, and this subject came up because their lives have been influenced in the public school system by this illogical premise. Matter acting upon matter over a given period of time can create anything. And I said, okay, here's the salt shaker right here on the table, a little cap on it, that you can screw and unscrew and pour the salt in. And so here's the salt shaker here on the table, glass salt shaker with a little silver top. Now, are you trying to tell me that over a period of time that could just come into existence with threads on the glass and threads on the metal so that you can unscrew and screw this cap on here? That, it's sort of a mechanical thing. You screw it on and unscrew it. So matter acting upon matter, if enough time went by. Why is it that we don't have a lot of salt shakers down on the beach? Because glass is made with sand. And so why isn't the beach just covered with salt shakers? Because if the earth has been here for several billions of years, and now they're saying 15 billion, we just grew 3 billion years older in the last few years, folks. You realize what this means? In the last 2 years, they've raised their estimates of the age of the universe from 12 to 15 billion years. That's 3 billion years in 2 years. Imagine what it's going to be in another 5. And if matter has been acting on matter there on the beach, and of course you have that, the action of the waves, Is matter acting on matter? And that's been going on, the surge of the surf, year after year after year after year. It's amazing that we don't have all kinds of mechanical things running up and down the beach. You see how illogical it is? Now, what is more simple than a little glass salt shaker with a cap that screws on top? I mean, that is so profoundly simple. But you see, with this illogical premise, replacing this idea that we exist as the result of matter reacting to matter over a period of 15 billion years, that it has brought us because we are mechanical. Biology is a mechanics. And so here we exist as the result of matter acting on matter. There is no God, and thus there is no accountability to God. Well, if there be no God, then the law of God, the Ten Commandments, are really just man's ideas, and why should I accept them? Everything is open to challenge. There is no base for morality. And thus, who said it's wrong to lie? And we have all kinds of suppositional cases made in the classrooms where it would be really perhaps better to lie than to tell the truth. And the children are taught sort of the situational ethic kind of a thing, or values clarification. Is there a time when it would be proper to tell a lie? Better to tell the lie than to tell the truth. And you see, then I am the one to determine at this particular situation, would it be better for me to lie, or would it be better for me to tell the truth? And I might think, well, it's better for me to lie. And the fact that there is no God, there is no real moral absolutes within our universe, who's to say I'm wrong? Now, because this idea has prevailed in our society, it has nullified the value of our judicial system, because a person is not opposed to getting on the witness stand and to just lying about the incidents, because there's no base for morality. There's no base for truth. And thus, the ultimate result is a total breakdown of your society, an anarchy. And you have the conditions that existed at the time of Noah, when every man did that which was right in his own eyes. And God saw that the imagination and thoughts of men and men's hearts was evil continually. And thus God judged. And we are approaching that time again. And as Jesus said, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. And surely we are approaching that same state. And it has been brought upon us by this whole false premise that we have been taught in our public school systems. And a society without any moral foundation is corrupt. It's going to fall. It cannot stand. And so a false witness, one who will lie on the witness stand, perjure himself while under oath, and he that speaks lies, they'll not escape. You see, they will stand one day before God. They will be judged. They're not going to escape. You think that you're getting by with it. You think you're going to escape. No way. One day, you'll stand before God. And that is the truth that is absent in our society today.
You have been listening to Pastor Chuck. This public service announcement has been brought to you by Hindsight. If you found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment if you wish. We at Hindsight says, thank you for your time.